Hi everybody, it's James here from the Anvil. I hope everyone's doing really well. I am still doing this on the 28th of December, just in time to give my game review, where it has finished Watford 1, West Ham United 4 at Vicarage Road, in a game that West Ham needed to win, and they got the win. A lot of people were saying on social media that a West Ham loss would have been absolutely embarrassing, and I don't disagree with that. We have now beaten Watford yet again in the Premier League. And whenever we play them, we tend to have quite high-scoring games, and we did so on this occasion. Closing out 2021 with a win was important, not at least because we wanted to end a winless run. And we did it against a team that's in a relegation fight and is a bit depleted right now in terms of its form, even with a new manager. Today's game for me was absolutely, like I say, crucial to win, but it's a manner of the win. To summarise, I like how West Ham responded very quickly to going behind and got 2 goals back in very, very fast fashion. I think certain players controlled the game and helped out other players as well, and that team interdependence is back again. I'll give some few examples of that as the video goes on. I'll start off with the team lineups. 4 changes: Lanzini, Johnson, Noble and Benrahma were in. Declan Rice was suspended, so Mark Noble took over as captain, which a lot of people expected. Lanzini was back in the holding midfield row. Ben Johnson was starting ahead of Arthur Masuaku, and Saïd Benrahma started ahead of Pablo Fornals because Fornals had tested positive for COVID-19. Within less than 5 minutes of the game gone, Watford went 1-0 up. Absolutely lame defending this. Bad defending. And you know, we spoke about defensive errors against Southampton. A lot of fans did. And this is kind of one of them. Manuel Lanzini hit it into the top corner. Too much space and time from inside the box. Few players tried to tackle him. He still managed to curl it into the top corner. You could say Fabianski had no chance, but he did kind of had a chance though, and it was his defenders who let him down again. It wasn't totally his fault. Dawson didn't do enough to get the ball back. The jury was out on him already. Benrahma had a chance as well. He rattled the crossbar. If only it was a bit lower. What annoyed me about this, West Ham kept doing all this one-touch football, which was like, just find your man, pass the ball, find your man. Watford were intercepting a lot of those one-touch balls. We can't do that against a team like this because Watford are actually quite good going forward. They're bad defensively, but they're good going forward. They have some really good attacking players. Watford closed West Ham down a lot of ball possession from West Ham. I think they had about 69% worth of possession when I checked on live score. Nothing came of it. But 1-1 came. Really lovely ball from Jarrod Bowen. Fed it through into Tomàš Souček. Souček, as the ball's being fed through, he takes his shot. It goes past Bachmann. He has no chance at all. It's 1-1. And 2 minutes later, 2-1. Lanzini did a lot of the hard work in this. Lanzini doesn't get enough credit for this goal. Wins the ball back, finds Antonio with a really neat pass. Lanzini's passing was excellent in the game, and this is an example of it. Antonio ran down the side, got it into the box, passed it low, diagonally. Benrahma's there to stab it. It gets deflected off a Watford player, but it's in. It's 2-2 for Benrahma, 2-1 to West Ham. Lanzini's passing. I love how he actually helped out Noble and he helped out Souček. Because him with the ball retention allowed Souček to go forward more. It allowed Noble to go forward a bit more. Everyone was helping each other out. And this is what David Moyes wants. He wants an interdependent, yet unified team. He wants the players to be connected with each other in a way where they're interlinking and they're helping everyone out, like I say. Lanzini's passing was excellent in this central midfield role because he's able to sit back a lot more. He's not getting too gritty, but he's able to sit back a lot more and make more decisions as to where he can distribute the ball. Whether it be to Souček, whether it be to... well, he wouldn't distribute it necessarily to Bowen, where he can do a long ball to Bowen, though. Antonio was the main target as well, because Antonio was playing ahead of Lanzini quite a few times. Noble was commanding the players, and he seemed like his former self, as did Lanzini. They both seemed like the 2015 selves. Jarrod Bowen made a lot of good runs down the side as well. He assisted a goal. Mikel Antonio got an assist on the goal. Overall, a really good first half from West Ham. Second half started, João Pedro came on to start the second half, and he's a player who I've got a bit of a 50-50 on because I think he is decent, but he's not really decent in the Premier League for Watford. Watford decided to go more attacking by putting Pedro on, but it didn't really have any success because Bowen made it 3-1. Really good acrobatic finish, but VAR was out because of a foul call. No goal was given because of Souček allegedly fouled a Watford player. I'm not going to say too much about that because in the end it didn't really matter. I would have been nice for Bowen to get a goal, but it didn't really matter in the end. But as soon as VAR had a downer, it then had an up, had a positive. Backman fouled Bowen. VAR checked it, penalty. Who other than Mark Noble to step up and take this? He's already missed one this season when David De Gea saved it. It was his turn to take this, and he scored it. 47th Premier League goal for West Ham throughout his career, and he's joint second all-time top West Ham goal scorer in the Premier League alongside Paolo Di Canio. So he's in some good company there. Watford couldn't do much with the ball after that. Serralta was always on Antonio. Those two were onto each other like this, locking onto each other. Thing is, the ref gave a foul against Antonio when it was Serralta who actually tripped him. So that was a bit unfair there, but the two were bullying each other. Antonio actually had Serralta on his arse at one point. So he was bullying him a bit. Souček, I thought, had a really good game as well. He was allowed to go forward a bit more because other players were holding the ball up for him. And this is my argument here. Souček and Rice, we know they have a good link because one aids the other. But I think it should be Rice holding it and Souček going forward more. Souček's the more energetic... Well, you could argue Rice is energetic, but Souček's the one that gets more goals than Rice. And he does it from open play. Not just from a set piece, but he does it from open play, from shooting. Let's have Souček go forward more and Rice retain it. I think that's a better way going forward. But anyway, Johnson came off and on came Arthur Masuaku. I think every time when he's come off the bench, he's actually been alright. It's not really as a starter, though. He's not been good as a starter. Game management wasn't too bad, though. I must say, West Ham's game management wasn't bad in the second half, but it needed to be tightened up a bit. Because Watford's had a few moments of little spark, but no one to ignite that flame. Benrahma came off and on came Nikola Vlasic. Benrahma had a good game and he was applauded off. Lanzini came off, and finally, for his Premier League debut, Czech international Alex Král came on. About time he actually got put on, so kudos Moyes for actually putting him on and making him actually get a taste of the Premier League, even if it wasn't for a hell of a long time. Antonio was denied at close range, but thankfully Nikola Vlasic made it count with his first goal as a West Ham player. Bowen, again, kept the ball in. Tight angle pass, Vlasic is there to tap it home. Vlasic is the first Croat to score for West Ham since Nikica Jelavic did so in January 2016. Jelavic is a bit of a blast from the past. He wasn't at West Ham for very long. He was notable for scoring against Wolves in the FA Cup and then Newcastle United 2-1 defeat at St James's Park. But anyway, Vlasic scored. Really happy for him because a lot of people have had jury out on him and saying that he's wasting money, he's 30 million down the drain. Don't really think so. He actually is a really quality player. Yeah, he didn't really do very well at Everton, but he didn't really get a chance in the Premier League. He just played mainly their cup games. Went out to Russia, won Russian Player of the Season, I think it was last year, and now is with West Ham in the Premier League. I think we have a bit of a playmaker in him. I see some sparks of brilliance in Vlasic. I see a little bit of Eden Hazard at times in him with his energy. And, yeah, glad for him to get his goal. I knew he'd score at some point, just the icing on the cake. West Ham closed it out with a little bit of wow factor from Fabianski. 2 amazing saves late on to keep it at 4-1. And it finished 4-1 to West Ham. Excellent way to close out the year. Done it in professional fashion, done it in dominant fashion. Just quick to respond. Jarrod Bowen, amazing game. He is outstanding. He's different class right now. Why is he not picked for the England team, I do not know. Rashford and Sancho should not be picked ahead of Jarrod Bowen. Bowen would be England's best winger right now. I will challenge anyone to a debate on that. Bowen, fantastic game with two assists and contributing to the goals. He's been amazing since he got with Danny Dyer. Don't know what she's done to him. And probably not appropriate to put in the video what she's probably done to him. But let's not go there. Yeah, let's keep it PG. Let's keep it clean. But since he's got with her, though, she must have been saying something to him. Maybe it's because the pressure from the actual Danny Dyer is going, right, Jarrod, you geezer. Let's be having you. You better be putting in some goals for West Ham, you absolute mag. That's probably what it's been like. Bad Danny Dyer impression, but I don't care. And, he's been excellent for us in the last few games. So Bowen definitely was my man of the match. Thought he was absolutely class on the day. Lanzini, excellent with his passing. Souček looked really good. And I think the substitutes all did really well. Masuaku didn't really do that bad. Vlasic obviously got a goal. And I saw some good pressure from Alex Král in the midfield. He looked okay. So, looks like I was slagging off our B team last week. But the reality is, some of our B team players aren't that bad. But they just need to be given a chance. But doesn't take away from the win. We won 4-1. and yeah, really happy with that. Worth getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning for over here in BC. Thank you very much for watching this episode of The Aftermath. If you like the video and you're still on my channel, you know what to do by now. Hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all soon, hopefully when I'm back in Alberta in a few days' time.